I'm going to make just a silly idea I had as a way of showing a more advanced node feature. I'm going to turn this smooth NURBS object into a faceted polygonal object. First thing I want to do is scatter points along the sphere so I can make isolines. So first, select that node, array, curve, select the curve, boom, boom. Now, for each of these points, I want an isoline, curve, iso, boom, well, sorry, so the face, this point, boom, boom, looks good. Now, let me hide everything, run our script. Now we have our isoline. Now, to iso curve can take multiple points and generate multiple iso curves. We can't connect directly point objects to the point input of iso curve because of the quirk of the MoI API, but we can cast from a point object. Cast is not really the precise word, but voila, we have a bunch of isolines. Now let me unhide the objects I was working with, and now I want to scatter this point along this curve. So point, array, curve, path, boom, boom. Okay, now I'll hide everything. I'll change my output to the bottom. Now, it's only the top item because the array curve factory, if you give it a bunch of different curves and a bunch of different points, it sort of ignores all of the subsequent curves for the path. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn this into a loop where I'm going to, just to be clear, I'm going to loop through for each point on this curve. Loop begin, loop end. Okay. Actually, I don't need this output for now. We'll connect the two loops together. Excuse me. We'll add an output node to the loop. I don't need this guy either anymore. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to replace these points coming out of the array curve with each one in the loop. So these two outputs connect to this and this. 1, 2, and then the output of this goes into here, and voila, all of our points, or almost all of our points. Now, I'm going to turn these into polylines. Polyline. Connect this to, oh, we can't connect. These take point objects, the same issue we had before. We need to cast from a point object. Cast is not the right word. Connect this to our accumulator, and voila, we have polylines. Now, we're missing this part of the polyline for a couple reasons. One is that array curve doesn't include the first sample point. It only includes subsequent points. And also to close polylines, we need to repeat the first point. Okay, so we can do that with a concat operation. The first thing I'm going to do is just wire this in here. That's a no op. Then I'm going to connect our first point here. So that's cool. That should be the way we close the loop. And we need the same point one more time to start the loop. But of course, the order matters. This one needs to be in the middle, and this one needs to be at the top. Voila, looks good, yeah. And then I think as a little cherry on top, we will run loft with these sections. Let's wire that in. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to change this to a straight style, and voila, polygonal modeling in MoI.